Game number 1 in our second series for the first qualifier for the Heroes International. Again, we are going to decide in the first qualifier the first team to go to Miami. The offline event where we're going to have 3 European teams, 3 North American teams, and 2 Korean teams. Team Tempest already qualified for the Koreans. This weekend we're also going to have the first North American team qualify. Probably going to cover a couple of those matches on my YouTube channel too. But for now we're focusing on the Europeans, and we have a couple of heavy hitters in this tournament, and one of them is Team Bangbush. So it's their first appearance in the tournament on stream, and they go up against the Raiders in a best of 3 series. Now, I already explained this in the previous match that we Vikings are being banned. When Cursed Hollow in the previous set that the Raiders played, they used the Vikings, and now they're getting banned out. It's one of those better safe than sorry bans. But what I was about to say is that the tournament format is this time a little bit different in the sense that in the early rounds, there's no losers bracket. So in the first and second round, there's no losers bracket. But once that we are down to the final 4 teams, we have a losers bracket, so that you really have to fight your way through all of this, and it's not just as easy as getting a lucky bracket pick and then, you know, just immediately qualifying or getting an easy grand final. So the team that wins here makes it into the final 4, and all of those games, as I said, are going to be played then with a losers bracket in mind, so you have a chance to lose 1 series and still make it to the grand final and maybe directly qualify for the event in Miami. $11,000 of prize money are on the line in Miami, and it's going to be just epic to see the regions clash again. Now, you can obviously check this out if you want to have additional information. All of the action on the main event is happening in the middle of October, so mark those dates down. Organize a bit of a viewing with your friends or whatever you're planning there, maybe a nice barbecue. As also a crowdfunding if you want to support events like this and help us to make it bigger, to make it better, get more casters involved, get the production quality up a little bit, and maybe also launch things like this again in the future. You can do that. And as I explained in other games, every single donation is matched by a donation from our sponsors. And our sponsors are private Heroes of the Storm fans, so there's no big company behind it or anything. So it's an event from the community for the community. So pretty important to note here too. Now, we got Brightwing and Hanzo and Dehaka already locked in for the Bangbush. One thing that I should probably also point out when we're talking about the GoFundMe is that anything that is not going to be used for the production, if there is an excess, this will all go to charity. It's especially important for the Americans because of taxes as far as I'm aware. So something to really point out there too. So there is a charity component to all of this as well. And yeah, that's going to be givewell.org, something that probably most people are going to be familiar with. But either way, now that we're heading into map number 1 of this particular best of 3, we got Diablo and Genji early on for the Raiders. Now, previously, they were very heavily focused on Johanna. And in this case, a double global already against it. Now, this is Towers of Doom. This is the first time in the tournament here that we have Towers of Doom. So therefore, some of those strategies will be changed slightly. But let's see what else we are getting now from the red team. You have Genji already taken early by the Raiders, so Anduin therefore has been banned out so that you can't go for the Genji light bomb engage. Usually it's exactly the other way around. Anduin gets picked early and then, well, there's Genji and a couple of others that you could combo it off with. There's Malfurion and there's Tychus. Guys, I think somebody watched the Korean matches. As I said during the Korean qualifier, Malfurion is usually not a big pick in Europe, but now a few of the teams are going for him again, and we're seeing Tychus too. Tai Withdrawal. It's actually kind of fun to see Tai here, and we got Nagrom on Stitches. Yeah, he had some fantastic hooks in some of the previous tournaments where he played the hero, on Towers of Doom by the way, so also important. And well, with that now we got the final pick. Sven is the one who still needs to lock in a side laner. They currently don't have one. Blaze is banned, Hogga is banned, Dehaka is taken. Leaves you with Leo, leaves you with Urel. There's a couple of good picks still, and they go for the Auric. Sven takes him again. Oh, Scheiß Sweffer. And that sets it off, everybody. Let's go. Game number 1 in the best of 3 series between the Bangbush and the Raiders.
Prepare yourself for battle, hero.
game number 1. Towers of Doom, everybody. Bangbush against the Raiders. And, well, on the left, we got Henning on Brightwing. Svam Grotta is playing the Haka. Nakarom is playing Stitches. Tai on Thrall. And Skok on Hanzo. On the right side of the map, the Raiders with Sven on Leoric, Huki on Genji. We got Galaxy on Diablo, Marlo on Tychus, and Vito is playing Malfurion, locking in on level 1 the Emerald Dreams for his team, as we are headed for the first map between these two top dogs now. And with that, we're heading straight into the first game. So apparently there was a bit of a pause because Tai was smoking. That's a bad boy right there. Boys, girls, smoking is bad for you. It's actually oh, the hook, the kill. Oh, that was, yeah, poor Malfurion. I feel a little bit sad for him, honestly. Runs straight into the first hook of the Frenchman and gets absolutely murdered. That's not where he wanted to be. But yeah, as I said, smoking is bad for you, so don't do that. And honestly, it's kind of weird because I don't really know a whole lot of people anymore that actually smoke. It's kind of wild. Most people for a long time were heading, you know, into like vaping, which is same crap in green. But yeah, so this entire thing, I don't know a lot of people that do that anymore. But yeah, smoking is definitely one of the worst. The thing is, if you kiss somebody that smokes, then it's pretty much the same as licking out an ashtray. It is disgusting. I was like, ugh. So, yeah, kind of wild. But yeah, either way, we got the first blood of the game very, very early on. And now that we are heading over to the camps, it seems like the blue team is even debating whether or not they should try and invade. The Haka is coming here to help them out. It's a 5 versus 5. They're going for it. They want the next kill. The Bangbush already with some banging plays in the early game. After they melted Malfurion in that first encounter in the mid lane, they now go for a kill on Leoric. Leo activating his trade, and it's a good start. Get 2 kills. They didn't get the camp, but they're still doing some work. Yeah, like it. Okay, so what are we gonna get? We got up at the top side the Haka already pushing the lane. My guys, they're really running in a little bit of trouble because the Haka is now going to get some structural damage in. We have an early level 4. Leo is trying to match it, whereas Stitches has taken over control in the mid lane. At least the Raiders were able to do some bot lane damage. They have their own level 4 talent, which gives us the bigger they are, which against Stitches is of course kind of nice. But still, this could get wild as Marlo is the next target of the blue team and gets killed as well. So that's 3 kills to 0 already. Bangbush is of course one of the favorites here. To my knowledge, Lauba is still not signed up for the team, so there's a chance that Lauba is not competing for Miami. And I explained this in some of the earlier games. There will be players that just, you know, can't go to the offline event for multiple reasons. Some of them because they have work, some of them because they have exams. The event is taking place over the duration of 3 days, Friday, Saturday and Sunday, so for some people it's just simply impossible to go there, which makes it kind of interesting and also resulted in some teams teaming up to form, for example, Washed Up. Washed Up is another team that we're gonna see later, bit of a mix between the Hardos and Team WAP, which again makes it interesting. So I don't 100% know if Lauba signed up for the team as a sub that can then jump into the second qualifier, or if he's currently not planning to participate in the event whatsoever because he can't make the main event. But either way, today he's not here. And Bangbush still one of the favorites to get a ticket to Miami. So 3 kills to 0. We have the first altar channeled, and they're trying for the second one at the top left. Yeah, the Raiders a little bit cheeky, but they're gonna get interrupted. It's also still a little dance around the third altar down at the bottom of the map, but no full commitments yet. They are first and foremost trying to help out at the top, and the double channel is gonna make it, as it seems. Yeah, they get it. 2 out of the 3 altars go to the Raiders as they take a small lead. On the left side, therefore, the core now down to 32 points. The level 7 talent dropped faster for the Bangbush, which doesn't really help them because the timing just wasn't good enough to give them any kind of leg up on the altar, so that didn't really help. 41 stacks now for Genji. And yeah, apparently, again, a little bit of a problem. So already early on, this series is a bit more plagued than the previous one. I don't think that this time it's as easy as just somebody having a smoke, because all of the players are still here. Maybe it's just like the usual, some audio communication issues. Maybe the Discord server had some problems, but whatever it is, Nagrom is already looking to see if the team can potentially invade this. Now, with all of the pumpkins nearly destroyed, I don't think that we're going to see anything crazy happen here. If the timing would be a bit different, maybe the blue team would decide that they move over and attempt to steal those pumpkins away. But Henning and Tai are both sitting on the side. De Haka at the top has so far not made any moves for it either. And they could try to borrow De Haka in and together with Nagrom hold it long enough for the boys on the left to move in for that. That's a possibility, but I kind of doubt it. Leo is close. Genji could cross some of the terrain pretty quickly, and that would make things quite difficult. But yeah, either way, as it stands in team fights, the upper hand for the Bang Bush, undeniably. We have 3 kills to 0, but they're actually trying it. So the Haka came in, they are trying it, they're getting everybody over now, but Genji is here in time as expected, so they can't play around an advantage in numbers, and it seems that the red team is going to get the control here. I love the aggression from the Bang Bush. I'm just not sure how smart these players really are, because they are very aggressive with them. Tai is about to fall. He gets taken down, so they couldn't take the camp. They used their Haka's global, and they lost Thrall. Bit over-eager, if you ask me. Bit aggressive. The chances of this one working out for them were rather slim, I'd say. So this is the first kill for the Raiders. And now the opportunity to push this onto the bell tower. I don't think they can get it, but they can definitely poke it low. And they have taken the lead in experience now. So the blue team has to be a bit careful. I like the early game aggression. I like the risk that they're sometimes taking. But at some point they have to really decide whether or not they want to YOLO it out every single time. So far the answer was always yes. Yeah, at some point you gotta say no. So Tai in the mid lane, dealing with all of this. You know, at the bottom of the map with the next altar phase coming up, 2 altars about to be ready for the channel. But look at the experience gap. That level 10 is gonna be brutal. And they're now going for Tai. Okay, Brightwing comes in. Galaxy dies though. Yeah, talking about like questionable decision making. That one wasn't maybe the smartest move in the world either. If it's that close to level 10, you have a chance to go for both of the altars. And now instead of winning both of them, they are probably going to lose both of them. The first one already channeled. Leo is sitting tight here. Yes, level 10 will be ready in a moment for the Raiders, but they're still waiting for Diablo to come back. And now that Diablo, Leoric is about to die, that gives the Heroic ability also over to the Bang Bush. So the Raiders kind of screwed up on this a bit too. Now we have all of the abilities taken and another kill. Marlow is down and so is Vito as Malfurion gets dropped. It's a double kill. And that's not a replay from this game. Yeah, the caster's drunk too. It's not only the players with questionable decisions, but we're seeing some here on the production side as well. Leo, on the other hand, he's dead. And guys, now we are looking at 8 kills to 1. So it's wild. 8 kills to 1 this early on. Woo. That's a level lead. That's 32 points on the core to 28. And now they have a chance with the next altar phase to put even a little bit further ahead. If they get to maybe even a talent advantage, they could fight for the second one. So yeah, either way. But again, as it stands, comes up again. 3 out of 3, baby! Are they going for it? No, this time they're not. The red team was already moving all of their forces down to the bottom of the map because they expected that invade again. They're like, yeah, they did it the last 2 times, so there is a chance that they're gonna do it once more. But yeah. Either way, there's the Entomb. They're trying to go for Stitches, and this is going to likely turn. Yes, already Tyke is eliminated. Malfurion is just a punching bag in this game. He gets dropped time and time again. As I said, he doesn't get played a lot in Europe. The Koreans love him. They absolutely love him. They played him in so many of the games in the Korean qualifier. But on the European side, Malfurion isn't something that you see a whole lot. This is one of the few games lately where I've seen a Malfurion picked, and he is not having a good time at all. I mean, Malfurion has by now dropped 3 times already, as did Tigers and Leo, to be fair. We have level 13, 11 kills to 1, and now a double altar up at the top. Nagrom in the middle of the map, again doing his thing, but yeah, it is just some nasty stuff here. Thrall, the only one that has fallen, 32,000 damage on Hanzo. Even exchange in shots fired, but it's about belt power control. And another hook. Nagrom, yeah, that little move came a bit late. That was, by the way, kind of funny. It's a squirrel, and it's super fast. It has speed. Oh, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. But yeah, anyways. Now that there's a chance to go down for the bottom of the map and maybe even convert a bell tower, I suppose they're going to try and do that soon, TM. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Big arrow. Big arrow. Wow. And that one is still flying. They are going for Marlow. They might still get the kill. Arrow, no arrow. But Tychus, he's still alive. Pops Odin. Malfurion, on the other hand, he doesn't run it fast enough, so he's dead, and so is Dibbles. So that's a double kill. And they're just ruthless. No mercy from the Bang Bush. They are going straight in for Marlow. Genji was at least able to kill Hanzo, so it's a brother versus brother duel, but I love how Dehaka at least doesn't give a shit here. And Swamgrota dies because of it. Oh, Swamgrota dead, dying to the bell tower. Trading with Tychus. Fantastic. Yeah, the arrow apparently has already arrived in Miami. So he's already there. The teams will need a little bit more. But yeah, the isolation missing from the Haka, as you can see, and then he gets taken down by the bell tower. Glorious. I mean, at least they got Tychus. Can you imagine Tychus surviving? It's a 1.5 level lead, and 16 is soon there, so that talent lead should really help them. The next altar is now spawning in 5, and Leo is still dead. 15 kills to 3 at this point. Yeah. Nagrom, I mean, Leo provides him a bit of additional vision. Nagrom is trying to go for the camp, but this time the red team is much, much faster. Theoretically, they could be the ones to try and invade, but now we got Pulverized too. And level 16 talent should force the Raiders back. I don't think they're gonna fight into this. Chances of that happening are rather low, to say the least, but yeah. So the Alpha Wolf is in. And well, they go for the next kill. Leo is trying to activate his trade again, apparently. With success, I might add. Skork gets the kill. And that's 16 kills to 3. Even at the bottom of the map, the party still continues. There's the hook, the slow, as they're trying to go for Galaxy. The Wolf is already out. There's a lot of cleanses that are coming now in with the Nature's Cure, and that arrow is also on target. So yeah, they get Dibbles. He's dead again. They are just playing with them right now. They are murdering them where they stand. 17 kills, 2-3. I mean, are you kidding me? The Bang Bush is just crushing this. They are going through the Raiders like hot butter through cheese, as they are dropping one hero after another, establish a 2-level lead, and even escort a few of the pumpkins into the core range. So now we're having 28 points to 18. It is just brutal. These poor guys. Game number 1 not working out for the Raiders at all. This is, of course, a map where you can always unleash some comeback potential in the late game. Late game scaling matters a lot here, but with this big of a gap, it's gonna be an absolute nightmare to try and turn this around. They have 5 bell towers to 3 now, and it is just rough. Here comes Nagrom. He landed some incredible hooks already. Hanzo goes down. Yeah, Hanzo killed. Apparently diving a little bit too deep, as it seems. So there seems to be a bit of a trend that the blue team is getting killed more by bell towers of the opponent than by heroes. Now we once again have another play for Brightwing, and there's the kill. The fruit fly is down. Nagrom trying to retreat, hits the hook, but gets killed by Leo. 2 on the blue team down, 3 down with Hanzo, and they are murdering everybody. Guys, this is 4 heroes down just as the triple altar phase is starting. This is how you come back into a game. This is how you launch a comeback. 7 kills to 17. Now they get the altar at the bell tower, and that means that there's 4 shots fired, including Marlow at the top. That's already 8 that are more or less guaranteed, and they're of course going to attempt to make a play for the 3rd one too. So they are looking good here. Yep. This should be a triple. And it's kind of wild, because this is going to put them a bit ahead here. Oh, maybe not. Maybe Scott can delay it long enough. He's trying. The fuck? The Haka. Okay, Arrow is missing. The Haka got somehow killed by Tychus. Other way around. Tychus and... What is happening with Swamgrota? That's insane.
Hail to the king, baby.
Swamgrota just solo killed Tychus and then moved on to drop Leo too? What? Alright. So that was incredible. Unleashing it completely. Swamgrota just moved in and is like, yeah, hold my beer. Alright, guys, alright. If I need to, I'm gonna play the game for a moment with 2 hands instead of only 1. Oh, God. Leo is dead again. Ganged up in the mid lane. 20 kills to 7. We're 14 minutes into the game and we have 27 kills. It's nearly 2 kills a minute. It's kind of crazy what's happening here. 16 versus 16, but level 20 is available any moment now. We have Thrall with the top damage at 50,000. Galaxy goes down, and they are again aiming for that bell tower. The one in the mid lane, by the way, has taken a lot of damage too. The arrow and the sundering. Yeah, true and tried combo. Arrow and sundering in the same target. It usually doesn't work out, but they were still able to get the 2 kills. So they were zoning ults. They were just zoning them away to make sure they couldn't take the direct path to safety. But that's 30 kills now in total in this game. They're taking the bell tower again, and they're also moving into the middle. Yeah, there's the hook! Ah, but Thrall is dead. Yeah, Green Jesus eliminated. It's a bit nasty. This game is wild. Bangmush is having some fun apparently, but they're also only for a short period of time ahead in talents. Because if you look at the points on the core, it's 20 to 14, right? And now we have kill number 24, so that's 32. But with those 5 shots fired, the core goes down into the single digits to 9. But from that point on, we're gonna now get level 20, and you will be able to see the Raiders fight back on even talents with their opponent. Leo is nearly done with his quest. He's at 75. Stitches is also stacking a bit on the gift from the bomber over here. So another one to keep in mind. They of course want the next bell tower. If they can convert the mid lane too, that would be huge. Still a couple of camps that they could try and get here. It's a bit of a wild one right now. So on the damage side, 58,000 damage from Thrall, top damage in the game, followed by Hanzo sitting at 57k. Genji is top damage for the opponent's team. Arrow connects. Don't think they can do a lot with it, but Dehaka joins as Nagrom is ready for this. Body block against Stitches and the Sundering. And what a beautiful connect from the side. Glorious flank here by Thrall, and they get a double kill. Tigers in particular just didn't stand a chance there. So that was really well done. I mean, keep out a look for that Sundering. That came at the perfect moment in time, from the perfect angle, set up by the initial stun, and then they get the double kill right here that allows them to take the camp. They might be able to get a few of those pumpkins connected. There's a single altar on the map now, so that's potentially 5 more shots fired. 2 pumpkins are already in, 3 that is, so 6 points. Guys, they could end this here. If they are escorting another set of pumpkins in and then go for the altar, they can end the game right here, right now, and take the lead in this best of 3 series in the qualifier. And it's looking good for them. This is the moment. At this point, a good hook could lead to another kill. They already poke as best as they can. And, well, there's the Entomb. There's the Apocalypse. They're going for the combo. They're getting the kill. They're getting the double. They're getting the triple. It's a triple kill, baby. They got all 3 of them. But the altar has still been channeled. And the core goes down to a single point. But holy macaroni. Galaxy, on the other hand, YOLOing it a bit too hard. If Skok paid a little bit more attention in geometry class, he could have probably locked that kill in. They are going for the conversion on the bell tower, on the other hand. But that was a pretty sexy combo. I mean, let's take a look at it again. So here comes the combo with Entomb plus the Apocalypse, and then they just kill all 3 of them. So definitely the wombo of the game, but that only helps them so much. All of the bell towers are taken. It's a mad brawl with Stitches dying and therefore losing the stacks on his level 20. So this is, guys, we have 40 kills. 40 kills in this game. It's incredible. 1 point to 20. And a bell tower advantage for the Raiders. Now, they can't make any mistakes anymore. And talking about potential mistakes to be made, look at Svamgorda. Coming in from the side, they want the kill. Svamgorda knows that he solo killed a couple of people already earlier today, and he is just trying to go for his masterpiece, going 1v3 here. And they definitely showing some respect. Tai comes in, Sundering is ready, Sundering is ready, and Sundering misses everything. Right wing is dead, so is Genji. Tai at that point, a little bit disappointed. Not too happy about that one, I suppose. Nagro made it out, Leo is gonna die again, and the altars are popping up, and I guess that this is gonna be the end of the road for the Raiders. They won't be able to get both of them. I just don't see it happening. Skork is still going for that bell tower, doesn't even have to. All they need is a single altar. That's all that they need. And there it is. They're trying to go for the play. There's a hook. Ah, beautiful. Galaxy. That was well done. So he's interrupting them for as long as he can as Tychus shadows the middle, but Diablo is paying a price for all of this. And Tychus, he can pop Odin as much as he wants, but that is not going to be successful for him. He's also going to go down here. He doesn't get the kill on Hanzo. And that is game, ladies and gentlemen. With in total 46 kills, the Bang Bush. The Bang Bush wins the game. So Hanzo died, Leo didn't, but that's the 1-0 lead for the blue team.
Before we head into game number 2, make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet, so you don't miss out on any future content here on Khaldor TV.
Dragonshire's map number 2 in the best of 3 series. And we're having a bit of a kill-heavy match here. 47 kills on Towers of Doom. Kind of ridiculous if you ask me. Now we have Bangbush going up against the Raiders on Dragonshire. And this is the second time today that we get Dragonshire. But to be fair, it has both times been picked by the Raiders. And they used Rexa the last time. So the question, or the first one is, will the Bangbush ban Rexa, yes or no? That's one of the things that they could definitely do right now. But yeah, very, very curious if they can fight back here. For most of the first map, it really seemed that the Bangbush was just a superior team, that they were just like better, at least on the first map. Now again, oftentimes it's just like one map, you know, that decides or can decide who takes the lead there. But they dominated a lot of the battles until the late game, where all of a sudden the Raiders were able to execute a few of their wombos with great success, and I don't want to say nearly started a comeback, but they definitely made it look possible that they could. So let's see what they can pull off this time. Now, also the Tracer pick that we've seen the last time on Dragonshire apparently being recognized by the Bangbush, but we still have a Rexa up for a pick, so this is definitely something that they could still take. Now, it is first pick, so you only have one available to you. What do they prioritize highly enough for this one now? And again, the winner of this particular match goes to the round of 4, to the semis, where we all of a sudden have that loser's bracket, so that second chance. Sylvanas gets prioritized, so she's the first one that gets picked here. Bangbush, obviously, as well as the Raiders, they want to go to Miami. I mean, all of them do. It's all about making the trip. I mean, first of all, because trip to Miami, who's going to say no to that, right? Second, you want to play at an offline event and meet all those players, particularly when you can meet players from other regions like North America and like Korea. That's really the cherry on top of the cake. And the prize money that we have for the event in Miami definitely doesn't hurt. $11,000, nothing to sneeze at. And it's distributed between all the teams to make sure that everybody that gets there at least receives something. There's Rexa again. As expected, the King of Dragonshire is making an appearance once more. And we got Johanna. So already a lot of the same trends that we had the last time that they played on Dragonshire. Whereas Blaze and Brightwing for the Bangbush are being picked. Personally, I'm curious to see what Tai takes. Tai will always have a special place in my heart, simply because when nobody believed in Vala, he was one of the few that would pick Vala consistently, even before the buffs that she got that eventually brought her back into the meta. So, yeah, I hope that we're going to get some cool action from him here now too. But again, we get the next and final ban. Rhaegar is already taken out, so 2 of the supports have been banned. I don't think they are going to get Vito to play Malfurion again anytime soon after he got his ass kicked repeatedly last game. But we'll see. There's of course plenty of supports to go around here. We're not having a shortages of support by any means. Zeratul also getting banned. Kind of sad. I would have loved to see another Zeratul game. I say another, I mean the first one of the day. It's been a while. But there's Diablo and Genji. Alright. So, we got Tai as the final pick for the team. Double pick incoming for the Raiders that so far are still lacking a support and they're lacking a second damage dealer. Could of course also head into a third melee. That's definitely possible, but I'm a bit more curious to see what the support is going to be for them. What are they taking now? Is Vito maybe adjusting things a little bit and going for something completely different, or do we just see some familiar faces? Karazim! Going for a bit of a smexy build here. A bit more aggressive, together with Hanzo. Okay, so Baldy is in the house. One of the Bald brothers. And we get Li Ming! Li Ming on Dragonshire! Awesome! Together with Genji, both aiming for the resets. Guys, map number 2 in the best of 3 series. The Bang Bush against the Raiders. Heading on Brightwing for game number 1, Nagrom on Diablo, game number 2, Skog on Genji, Svamkrota on Blaze, and Tai is playing Li Ming. On the right side of the map, the Raiders, in an attempt to bring this to game number 3 with Sven rocking the Flare on level 1, playing Rexa. Veruki on Hanzo, Marlo on Sylvanas, Galaxy on Joanna, and Vito is playing Karazim. Oh, look at that. What? Transcendence? Really? What? I haven't seen that in, I want to say, years. Karazim is usually not played with Transcendence. If you are playing solo support Karazim, it's still all about the Iron Fists. So that is a surprise. I literally cannot remember the last time that I have seen a solo support Karazim on the higher level play played with Transcendence. So fair enough. Let's see if that's going to make a difference for them or not. But definitely an interesting adjustment that is being made by him here. Not something that I expected. Usually you're going for the added damage and you just see like where that gets you. But either way, not really something that I would have thought they're going to go for. And the same is also true for Sylvanas build with the Unfurling Shadows on level 1. Hey, there's a couple of questionable talent choices right now on the red team, I'd say. But, well, up at the top, we got, again, Rexa in position. That's one of those things, by the way. If you have Genji and you have Brightwing, then you can really start to pressure Rexa a lot. As I said, Rexa is fantastic when it comes to holding the control over the top shrine against the opponent's solo laner. But he is also a hero that can be ganked quite easily, and they can go on that. But for now, we got camps taken, the 1 minute mark has passed and the camps appeared, so now they're taking that. Skog is still jumping around a bit. We got all the way up at the top, Svamkrota still holding his own. Camps down to the bottom of the map are also now locked in. So just the early motions that both of the teams are going through, with the Raiders taking an earlier bruiser camp that could help Rexa to push the top lane out a little bit. But yeah, we'll see. Okay, careful, and that's the end of the soy boy. Hanzo is down, gets eliminated. The man with the hipster beard is dead, and that is the first kill in the game. And they could maybe even use that to escort those siege giants down to the bottom wall. They have, of course, at the top a camp against them that they gotta deal with eventually. Especially since we have Sylvanas pushing for the red team, so you gotta make sure that this is not getting completely out of control, or you might as well lose your entire wall here. Already, Genji is helping out a little bit. Hanzo is now dealing with Li Ming and Diablo at the bottom of the map. Li Ming, by the way, going into the charged blast after Power Hungry. Power Hungry also something that we don't have that often. I mean, Li Ming in general has fallen off quite significantly if you compare it to the days of old. Doesn't mean that she never gets played, but if you compare it back to the old days, it's a completely different priority that she has in those drafts. So Tai definitely rocking this one out. We got at the same time the first 3 stacks for the Hunter-Gatherer. He has the level 4 talent. The Unstable Poison follows after Unfurling Shadows. And the stacking process of Sylvanas is going to be something that we're also keeping an eye on. But here we are. 1 kill to 0, level 6 for both teams. Everybody just dealing with camps that the opponent took. And nothing too fancy happening yet. So, same time. We got in the middle of the map. Bit of a brawl at least. We're still trying to brawl this out a bit. Genji. Kind of juked out. I like it. Sylvanas saw that one coming. Now they're attempting to turn it against Skog. Now that didn't really work out, but I love that they're still playing these little mind games here too. Now with level 7 abilities, we get the Calamity. More damage potential for Li Ming now, of course. And on top of that, the Malevolence for Diablo. Top side, Swampgrotta. Yeah, the red team is really interested in holding on to this. And now that the blue team has their Bruiser camp marching through, they of course have everybody ready for it. But Sylvanas gets caught once, twice. They go for Marlow, and he's really low in hit points, but he doesn't die. Hanzo, on the other hand, has just been soloed at the bottom of the map by Li Ming. So there's that. Li Ming with a solo kill. Tai pulling it off here. And also juking Galaxy out a bit. So nice control by him. Good damage too. Now, Galaxy gotta be a little bit careful. They're holding on to this for longer. Dragonite is about to be taken. Li Ming dies, but hashtag worth it. Li Ming sacrificing her life for the Dragonite. And Diablo, he can go straight into the mid lane and take that wall down. Likely gonna get it. At least can buy a bit more time for them. But yes, Li Ming sacrificing herself for the greater good. And Skog this time is making it out. Galaxy down here. Obviously, the Shimadas trying to fight each other, but Genji is still alright, and Brightwing is now helping out with the heal. 2 kills to 1 in favor of the Bang Bush. They're still a bit ahead. They took the mid wall, and now with the Dragonite moving slowly towards the top, they will also be able to take the remaining tower that is still standing here. But yes. Let's go. Swampgrotta gets attacked again. Marlo's still fine. And the Dragonite is about to get dropped here. But there's nothing to be done with it. Nagrom is not going to die right now. He has 74 stacks. He has more than enough hit points. Level 10 abilities are ready any second. And Skog is right away pinging the camp. Saying, hey boys, we got level 10. Let's go and steal the camp away. Let's take that. Diablo, of course, with the Apocalypse. And we also got the Wave of Force. With level 10 abilities coming in for the Raiders. Definitely an homage to the Vinlandia saga. So the anime boys on the red team with the 7-sided strike. Now we got the meme strike. Already hoping that he's going to get his level 20 so that he gets all that juicy cooldown reduction. And can just YOLO that thing out in one team fight after another. But Sonkora at the top still soloing. On Dehaka, he got multiple solo kills, so he's going to try for that again. Oh, Tai. The jukes! But they are willing to sacrifice more than only one heroic ability for him. So he juked them out nicely and forced them to sacrifice multiple heroic abilities, but they got the kill eventually. So they used the Blessed Shield and the Wailing Arrow, but the kill is there. And Meme Strike already parsing that a little bit. In its effects, I gotta say, Meme Strike is a little bit like Sundering. Once you see it, everybody's just running away. So it's really just parting the opponent's team if you play it correctly. 7-sided strike, Nagrom down, nicely done, but big stuns from the Apocalypse. They took Sylvanas down, and with all the souls that he had, Nagrom will of course be back in another moment. But no additional kills. 3 kills to 3. That's a fun one. Again, just trading kills here. It's not as crazy as it was in some of the previous games, but there it is. So, 14 stacks for the Hunter-Gatherer, for Rexa. And Genji already moving towards the top and doing his thing here. And he's just like trying to play this slowly out, but they take one shine, they take the second. Now technically they have another actually, they are going to get this. Okay. I mean, that's a freebie. I was waiting for somebody to contest the middle, but they were just trying to take the bottom or the top, and they were way too late, and there were multiple heroes holding the line there for the blue team. So they just gave that up. Galaxy also gets stunned and is dead. So not only is the Dragonite now in the hands of the Bang Bush, well, nearly taken, but they will get that fort in the middle of the map. Jojo is also gone, which means that they can easily push this past. There's another kill. Easy drop on Hanzo. And this is just crazy. Marlo is also about to die. He needs to be super careful here. He nearly got dropped, but they're getting 2 forts out of this play. And they drop Johanna and Hanzo. The Bang Bush is just toying with them. This is a dire situation for the Raiders to be in. Again, you lose here and you are out of the first qualifier and will have to try your luck again in the second one. So the Bang Bush is making big moves towards the 2-0 victory. Right now they're only a level ahead, but they have that 2-fort advantage, which is significant, to say the least. The Dragonite went down pretty quickly, but again, it was a decent trade because they got the fort for it. Now we got the level 13 talents on both sides. Looking at the numbers a little bit while the meme strike is coming out. Skog still survives. The camp has been claimed by the red team though, so they actually used it very, very well to get access to those siege giants. 22,000 damage by Hanzo. Another play being made for Li Ming. She gets out. Oh, but nice attempts here by the Raiders to get some kills, but not successful. And now the combo with Diablo is leading to a drop on Sylvanas. Nice. Good moves by Nagrom and then the follow-up from Genji. So they get Misha and they drop Sylvanas. Okay, so 24,000 for Genji and also for Blaze here. But they are diving deep and they get Hanzo. Hanzo dead. Another kill. Galaxy is about to go down too. Oh, yep, there it is. Li Ming is just crushing them. Li Ming is doing so much work and they open the bot lane up. They gotta send someone towards the top though or they're gonna lose this fort. So the Bang Bush is doing a lot of decent plays here. But they want to do a bit more at this point, ideally. And with a bit more, I mean either take a keep and trade or defend. And it seems like this fort is gonna... yeah, it's down. Gets destroyed, no chance. But they have level 16, so now they're 2 levels ahead. They're 5 kills ahead. There's another objective on the line. And with a level 16 advantage, if they can force a fight, then... oof, that would be amazing for them. Yeah, this time in the middle of the map apparently, because the Raiders have learned the lesson and realized that they can't just leave the dragon statue alone the entire time. Gotta do something about it. Misha still down at the bottom of the map. Okay. But the Dragonite is taken. It's too late. Big plays and a kill against Diablo and against the Fruit Fly. Nice. That was a good one. Now the Dragonite obviously is at least getting the top fort. Nobody's even dealing with that. Instead they're moving down to the bottom of the map and use Sylvanas to take another one here. But that battle was awesome. I mean, first the arrow, then Hanzo's ult that nearly got them a kill. And then Diablo goes down, killed by Rexa. Brightwing falls. They did a fantastic job there. The top fort is now destroyed and at the bottom the fort is actually still standing. So they didn't even get that. Instead they might get Marlo now. Yeah, Sylvanas is down, 9 kills to 5, still a big lead in experience for the Bang Bush, but they don't have the talent advantage anymore. And the Dragonite moved in deep. Yeah, Rexa feigning his death once again. And Tai is on his way back out, but still. 2-level lead, quest completed for Garrosh. Still a 5 versus 4. Marlo, he died 3 times. Hanzo died 4 times already. So, yep. Structurally, there's a huge advantage for the Bang Bush. You got a big lead here. It's all forts gone on the blue team side. There's no real camp that can be taken anymore outside of the top left, but yeah, they're gonna aim for keeps now, and especially the top keep. Surprisingly enough, is low because normally you're focusing on the bot lane more heavily. Top keep is usually ignored because you don't want to go over the bridge of death. That choke point easily becomes a death trap. And you don't want that to happen and get wiped there. So, yep. But either way, with that, we now have Rexa sitting at 65,000 siege damage. Top for the team. Half, pretty much, not quite. But yeah, a lot less than what we are seeing for Blaze. And another kill. Johanna is down. Jojo dead, gets caught. Nagrom showing no mercy in that situation, getting the double stun out. And of course, there's nothing to do for Jojo. It was one of those moments when you just can't play the game anymore because your character doesn't react to anything. The CC train just hitting too hard. And now the blue team says like, ooh, look at that. Camp? Yeah, thank you. We're going to take that one. They want it, but they might lose Diablo here. Good heal. Very good heal. Brightwing. They get the camp, and now they have an opportunity. Oh, especially since they are taking Sylvanas down. I was actually expecting them to go on the Bridge of Death after all, now that they got the camp. They move into the mid lane then again. And they do work here, but there's level 20. What are they aiming for? Tal Rushas is in. But I really thought that they would try to press this advantage more than they're currently doing. They have more than a 2-level lead, they had a numbers advantage, and they're just falling back for the objective and the camp instead of pushing for a keep right away. So they want to make this play with the Dragon Knight and center everything around the objective, which is definitely possible for them, but there will be an attempt at an interrupt at least from the Raiders, or so I thought, and apparently I was totally wrong. I expected at least Jojo to try and come in with a quick flashlight here and use the shield glare, or Misha moving in, but no, they just give that up and they try to defend. Good luck with that. It's going to be a lot of damage. I mean, that keep should fall. They should get at least the keep here. So bot lane gets attacked. Invisible friends for Brightwing. The only kind of friends that Brightwing will ever have. The invisible kind. The imaginary ones. Nobody's a friend of Brightwing. Nobody likes fruit flies. And nobody likes Dragon Knights either. That one gets burned down within moments, so they allowed that a bit too hard. Meme strike. But that keep is so low that they should be able to get it regardless. At 50%, if you have a level 20 advantage, you can just sit there all day, siege up on it, and slowly poke it with range damage. And they're going for Misha. Misha goes down, an unbearable situation here for Rexa. I mean, she went in and went tooth and claw to try and get an advantage for them. But barely on the way back out, she was caught and then destroyed. Now, bear with me here for a second. I think she'll be back, and yes, she is. So, as she's bearing down on the opponent, there is a chance that they're going to get a kill. But now that the keep and Sylvanas are destroyed, this might just be a bit too much for them to handle. Here comes the next attack. They're trying for the counter kill on Genji. That one hasn't worked out. Once more, Diablo diving in deep into the 7-sider, and he doesn't care. It's just all stacking up on it. Misha dead again. The meme strike out, but still an entire level missing until they're finally going to get the cooldown reduction. Rexa is gone, and that means there's only 3 defenders left. Tai sitting right at the core, baiting them time and time again, but Nagrom is low. They still have a catapult in the middle, but I don't think that they can really take this because there's too many heroes that are low in HP. And yep, with 1 keep, that's all that they get. A bit more damage against the remaining ones, but that's it. So now level 20 will be available for the Raiders, which means that it's even talent fights once more. And here they are. The boars get unleashed. An upgrade to the kill command. Let's see if they can use that here soon. Rexa currently still dead, but they also got a few more stuns with the bullseye, with the radiating faith. And they get Genji! No mana, no hope, baby. So he's down. Tai tried to make it out. Diablo sacrificing himself, looking for the kill on Kerosene, but couldn't get it. And Tai is just not giving any... Tai is not giving any fucks about this. He just jumps into the back line and says like, oh, juicy, Hanzo, and he's dead. And now Brightwing is coming in too. Why? Am I missing something here? Like, Henning, okay. You have made one of the dumbest decisions I've seen in this game, but at the same time you're also an insane monster because you made it out of there. So I guess, hindsight being what it is, that was an incredibly awesome decision. I don't know. He came in, nearly saved Liming. Actually, I'm lying, he didn't nearly save her, she would have died anyways. But instead of like dying too, Brightwing made it out. So... I don't know. When I saw the heal, I was like, are you joking? Like, are you trying to commit Sudoku or what's going on here? But yeah, after the Honorable Subaru failed, he just moved back out of the fight and was just like, nah, 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 nah. You can't kill me. So for now, it's a ring around the rosy play as both teams are aiming for a Dragon Knight. The Raiders haven't given up on this yet. 58,000 damage for Li Ming. You get 58,000 also for Hanzo. And here comes the play at the bottom for the shrine. Same at the top. Again, ring around the rosy plays just all day long. All day, every day. But one team has taken significantly more structures down than the other, and significantly more important ones too. So now with in total 23 kills on the board, both of them are looking for the next Dragonite, which would likely be the final one if the blue team gets it. They look for the kill and they get it! The kill, the reset, and it's party time. After Jojo, they also go for the Apocalypse play, and they might be able to get Sven. Dragonite is trying to feign his death. That didn't work. Hanzo is dead too. Moment of silence for the bald brother. And with that, we're back. And that's likely gonna be game, because now we have a 5 versus 2. And yes, the damage dealers are still alive, but this would be an amazing showing if they could somehow turn this around. 48,000 damage for Sylvanas. She's at 93 stacks. Another kill as Hanzo falls. Brother against brother. And the archer dies. No surprise here. Another quick hit. I mean, at the end of the day, he's the Hawkeye of the family. So it's time for the core to be dropped. The Bang Bush, ladies and gentlemen, moving on to the round of 4. Nice performance by them. They take this series with a 2-0 victory against the Raiders, who will have to sign up for the second qualifier and try again. Round number 2 is the end of the line for them. They go down to one of the favorites here. The Bang Bush, they take this and move on to the semi-finals. GG, well played.
Thank you everybody for watching the video today. I hope that you enjoyed the show and the commentary. And keep in mind that the spoiler protection that is going to run for the rest of the video is made possible by all the support on patreon.com. So guys, if you want to support my work, if you want to help me start new projects and keep the spoiler protection in place, please consider heading over to patreon.com/Khaldor. There's also a link in the YouTube description, and check that out. Thanks in advance, and see you guys next time with more esports coverage here on Khaldor TV. Have a great day.